Alright guys, welcome back to some more StalkerSoup, People Soup, Narodnaya Solyanka. And I think about 25% of my demographic just laughed at me there, but that's fine. So, things are a bit different this time. I've been actually playing a lot of People Soup here off camera just because I wanted to start some of the NS specific quests. And the one I'm going to start now and do sort of a pseudo walkthrough on is the quest to find the Black Doctor. Now, I do have... I'm not exactly sure who the Black Doctor is yet. I haven't gotten that far. But I did download the NS guide that you can find. I'll put it in the description. It's just a PDF download that has just about everything you need to know about this mod and the missions in this mod in a handy sort of guide format with pictures. It is sort of machine and hand translated. It's pretty good. I mean, there are some inconsistencies with the naming of the NPCs, but other than that, it's actually really helpful. So I'm gonna I'm not gonna say walk through per se for this whole thing, but I definitely know what to do at the beginning of this quest here, and I can maybe help you guys out if you don't know how to get these quests started. Because some of these are required to unlock the new levels. Like, I believe this one I'm working on will eventually unlock Limansk. Okay, I thought the game was going to crash there, but it didn't. So yeah, we'll get to Limansk, and then I believe it also takes us to the... where does it take us? The radar level? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out in due time. Right now I'm just heading back to Sidorovich's bunker here because I picked up all of the mercenary crap. The mercenary exos are pretty garbage actually. Definitely recommend selling them instead of keeping them. I made about almost 20,000 last time from all the stuff that I sold them. It was really just the XM8 rifles and the 2 exos, so we'll see if we can come close to that this time. And I should also note I had to redo that that recon mission with the mercenaries in Freebie because apparently you have to keep his companion alive. It didn't seem like it, but that's what the guide says to do, so I'm gonna believe it. So, Sidorovich. Now we just gotta figure out what here is in the best condition, so definitely not this. Yeah, I think it's going to be... So these 2 we can keep. And then obviously sell this. And this. Anything else we want to chuck away here? I don't actually think so. But, yeah, 21,000. That's pretty good. It's better than I did last time. Now, here, we do want to pick up some vodka. And... you'll see why in due time. Just want to pick up the cheapest stuff here. So Absolute, Nemerov, Knife. That is not vodka. Smirnoff. Looks like the Smirnoff stuff isn't the cheapest. It's going to be the Absolute stuff. Okay. We want... just give us 6. Alright. Alright, man. I get it. I get it. So now, the last thing we want is some 545. He definitely doesn't have much of that, but it'll have to do. Alright, Sid. See you around. Okay, so now this next part's very important. You're going to want to do this right away if you want to get this quest rolling in relative ease. What we're going to want to do is head back past the military checkpoint. One of the reasons that I picked up more vodka, just make it simple and run past there. And then we want to pick up the TV set beside Akeem in the entrance to the garbage. Not in the garbage, but at the end of the cordon here. The northernmost part of the cordon. And that is necessary to go on with the quest that we are trying to knock down here. It's not going to be quite as simple as I'm making it out to be. There is a lot of steps involved. But hopefully we'll get about maybe, 1/5 of the way done after this recording session. We'll see. It's a pretty detailed quest. So let me just quick save it again. I don't want to have to do all this running again. So talk to these military dudes. I did try to fight them, and I'm not sure. I do have the what is it called? It's that that mode that makes certain quest-related NPCs invincible. I do have that activated. It's activated by default, but we are gonna have to turn that off eventually to get part of the main quest done. And I'll explain that in a later date. So here we go, we gotta talk to this guy. And I saw an artifact up there that I want to nab too, so let's quick save it before we talk to this dude. Okay, it looks like I don't have to give him vodka this time. I don't know exactly what the requirement is for giving him vodka, because it seems purely random sometimes. Okay, there it was. Alright, what is this? Stone blood? Is that, no, that's not a stone blood. Quirk. Yeah. So +3 radiation, impact and rupture, that's going to be good against mutants. We should have decent radiation protection here, yeah. Definitely not going to get irradiated anytime soon. So now we should be able to just stroll through here, no problem. A quick save just in case. Yeah, it looks like we're safe. Anything in this chest? Yeah, army medkits. Maybe I shouldn't have taken those army medkits. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken those army medkits. Okay, so this time hopefully he'll accept. Yeah, there we go. Take this vodka. I'm not gonna risk taking those medkits again. I don't really need them per se, but they would be nice. I think that might have been what set them off. Anyways, we are well on our way here. Where do we park? I don't know where our car went. But that is not a big deal, actually. Oh, there it is. Okay. Way over there. Okay, it's not a big deal because we are not going to be able to get this car back to the swamp. I tested it, and even if you can get around this checkpoint driving, you cannot take it through the portal to the swamps. It doesn't go through for some reason. Not sure exactly why, but this might actually be better off staying here. Simply because, actually, you know what? We will drive it. We're going to have to deal with 2 pseudo-giants on the way here, and I think speedrunning past them would be a foolish choice. But we can drive it up to where we see the pseudo-giants spawn, and then maybe get on the roof. That might be a good strategy to use. Avoid this anomaly here. There we go. Alright, so the pseudo-giant's going to be way down this path here. Okay, let's just keep an eye out. Yeah, there we go. So these things are not an issue at all. Simply because they're just wimps. Just make sure we get some well-placed shots here, and they should go down well within 1 magazine. Yeah, look at that. Okay, now there's 2. So let me just quick save it and try to find where the other one is. Looks like I'm not close enough for it to have spawned yet, so let's get back in our vehicle and move up. Okay, that should be close enough for it to have spawned. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get on top here. Looks like something's onto us here. I don't think that's the pseudo-giant. Okay, Mr. Pseudo-giant. Can't really see it too well here. Did I get it? Oh god, not these things. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna gamble that I got it and just make a friggin' break for it. I do not want to deal with Psydogs right now. I'm pretty sure I got it. If I didn't, then we probably would have found out by now. If you get my drift. Okay, looks like we'll be fine here. Okay, we might want to turn this off here. Although I don't really see the point. Okay, so here we are. We just need to pick up the TV. Here it is. And I don't think there's anything. Maybe he has some ammo. Nope. Definitely no ammo. Do I need all this? I don't want to sell ammo. That would be a foolish choice. So that's all we're going to take from him, actually. The TV's quite heavy, so make sure you're not overloaded when you pick it up. But if you do have a vehicle, then I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay. So turn this back on. This vehicle's actually really helpful. I underestimated the usefulness of cars in this mod. I thought they would be kind of pointless, but if you could take them through every portal that you came across, then they would be borderline essential for some of these quests that require you to run around all over the place with lots of items. But unfortunately it doesn't seem like that's the case, so we're just gonna have to make do. Should probably quick save it here. I can turn our headlights on, that's kinda neat. It's a nice touch, you know. So now we have to head back to the swamp and talk to Dan, who is the leader of the hunters. He spawns after you do the PKM mission for Svieblov, I think is his name. Yeah, so you have to do some of the Clear Sky questline before you can activate his quest. And Dan is sort of the central person for a lot of these quests. So definitely get that out of the way. The way you do it according to the guide is exactly the way I did it, strangely enough. So here, we're going to have to park our car here and say goodbye. Unfortunately. Turn the lights off so we don't drain the battery. Alright, so now we need to talk to... I don't think it's this dude. No, it's this guy. Give him another bottle of vodka. Ooh. Is it going to glitch again for me here? Can I get through? I guess we're going to find out. Oh, okay, it looks like we are safe. Okay, yeah, it seems kind of inconsistent. Like, if you go through a level portal and you come back, then you definitely have to give them more vodka, but if not, then you should be okay. So we are hoofing it from here on in. And how many grenades do I have here? I might as well reload this. It's getting kind of low. Okay, let's put one in here. I don't need it right away. But there are 2 anomalous bloodsuckers in the swamp that we are most likely going to have to fight. And instead of wasting my limited supply of ammo, I would rather just waste a couple grenades on them. They take 2 grenade blasts or 1 grenade blast directly to the face. And then a couple shots. They also erupt into like a column of fire. So if you're right up close and personal killing them, you can sometimes get killed by the anomaly that spawns where they die. Kind of a strange mechanic, but yeah, and they're extremely tough if I didn't mention that already. So we're definitely going to want to sleep the night, get up early in the morning. We don't want to be doing anything in the swamps at night, it's just so hard to see. So the bed's down here, I think. No, it's in the next bunker. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Nice little lounge we got set up here. Alright, now we're hungry, so we want to eat before we fall asleep. Let's just take a sandwich. And bed. Come on. This one's really finicky for some reason. Get up there. There we go. Okay, so let's get up at 5. Cool little cutscene there. And now we are starving. Take this can of meat. And that should almost do it. And 1 thing of bread. There we go. Just let me check. I have this this artifact, the soul drops. I might as well put that on. And we're going to pick up some really damn good artifacts in the swamp. Unless they randomize. If they do, well then I'm kind of screwed in that respect, but you'll see, that's going to be coming up pretty close here. So, very cool sky here, deep purple. That's nice. Okay, so let's go through the portal. And I gotta stop the recording as per usual. See you guys on the flip side. Alright, so here we are in the swamp. Now the first thing we're gonna want to do, like I said before, is head on up to the machine yard. Right here where we had to steal the PKM for Svieblov, and we're gonna have to talk to Dan. I'll show you who he is. He is the, well, you'll see. He's just a guy in the hunter suit, so like the leather trench coat type thing. And we're probably going to have to deal with some Islams along the way. And like I said, I've ran into anomalous bloodsuckers. 2 of them, in fact. So you're going to have to keep a sharp eye out for those as well. Now these Islams can be kind of a pain in the ass here. If they get up close, they can usually essentially one-hit you. They don't really necessarily one-hit you in the sense that you die within the first hit. But you're usually so badly injured within the first hit that they'll almost always get you on the second swipe. And there are quite a few of them here. Damn it, I'm really messing this up here. Okay. Okay, we got that one. Should not have reloaded there. Let's make a tactical retreat here. I'm really sort of messing this up so far. Okay, that was close. Alright, now another thing I should mention is eventually we're going to need to collect 10 Snork's feet and a Night Star. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many Snork's feet I have so far. I'm pretty sure, I'm 80% sure I have the Night Star, but I might not have enough Snork's feet. But if you don't, then you can always go to Yantar or someplace where you know there's going to be lots of Snork spawning. And just pick up a lot of Snork's feet. I mean, 10 isn't really that much. There's usually some in the swamps here too, so you know, you shouldn't really have to worry too much about that. At this point in the game, I think we're safe. We might have to get a couple more Snork's feet if I've sold them, but I'm pretty sure we have some in the stash back at the bar, which coincidentally we're gonna have to go back to anyways. So now there are gonna be some bandit spawns in there since we did respawn in this map. So we want to go up this way, straight up. And this is where the bloodsuckers tend to hang out. Sort of a straight or plane along here that they like to hang out on. So we'll make sure we spot them well before they get the chance to spot us. Yeah, here's one. Okay, this is good actually. This is a good opportunity. We might be a bit too far away to actually hit him with a grenade from here. Okay, let's see if we can... No, we're probably too far away now. Yeah, that's definitely an anomalous bloodsucker. Oh, crap. Okay, let's just hunker down. Just try to make him stop. Although we don't really have much control over that. Okay, just follow him along here. Looks like he's going to try to flank us, maybe. Yeah, there he is. Please stop, man. Please. Uh-oh. Why did it unload my... Okay, that was a miss. That was a direct hit. Okay, I'm wasting too many of these already. Let's try to just finish him off here. There we go. Okay, wasted way more grenades there than I wanted to. But such is life in the zone.